Could you talk, you have these pastel collages, and I mean, they're not collages of other found materials. They're like collages that are pastel. Could you talk about your process and how you work those?
I just start, because actually that's a really good point. Basically, my collages are all from my work. So my work is basically informing the next level of work. I go out and do plein air, pastels or paintings, but I never feel really complete by it. I do want to actually take my work to sort of the next spiritual level, which is usually about energy. It's usually about making another realm. I work a lot with elements. So like, most of the work right now, it's called Dowsing for Water, because I was working with the water element throughout thinking of all of my work. And that's something that I capture when I've been out working, in the landscape, or doing something that's more, shall we say, I don't want to say the word realistic, but naturalistic. So from those drawings, I tend to start to look for more of the abstraction within that, and sort of deconstructive in a sense to more abstract shapes. And from that, I work primarily on panels, because working on other paper kind of wrinkles. And I start to create compositionally something that works with those shapes and forms, and try to find the echo among them, so that there becomes sort of a bigger pattern and shape that's emerging, and that might then spur me onto a narrative in my head. And again, these narratives are usually either a storytelling or a story about a place. At the same time, it's making my own world, so that I might start with the essence, and I like that term essence a lot in what I do, of being in a particular time or place, but it then becomes another world to me. And I'm very comfortable in being in an abstract world where shape and form are only what they are. They're shape and form in a different place. And so that's when I start to work with these elements of collage, and I just basically at some point abandon it. They become passages, but then I'm just working over on top of them, and constantly stepping back and looking at what have I done, what is evolving in that, what do I see, and keep kind of working from that. A lot of times people will say, oh, I see this, I see that, and I'm happy to have people see whatever they see in my work, but rarely do I actually say, I put this person in, or I put a dog in over there. I mean, that's not usually what they're about. They're usually much more formalistic abstraction of another world. But I like the textural quality of collage. I like the fact that it's visceral, you're tearing, you're physical with it. And that's, whatever materials I work very physically with pastel. So the pastel is paint and as pigment more than just as like a drawing.